One of my best friends in church committed suicide, and a friend here at school committed suicide as well.
We've been in a situation before where that's happened.
I had a couple of friends who were addicted to drugs for a while, as well as they cut and had a huge eating disorder. There's one person I knew, she basically didn't eat a lot because she felt like she was too fat.
I've known people who've done substance abuse. Yeah, they helped themselves. Like they stopped after a while. I personally have done it before. They were going through some things, so they thought substance abuse was the only way out because it takes you out of reality, but it really doesn't. It just brings you back, and it makes your problems hit you harder.
My brother, he's dealt with alcohol and his relationship with it. So yeah.
More or less.
Yes, she was able to talk to her parents, and they eventually were able to find her a therapist, and she was able to talk to her school about this, and eventually she was able to get antidepressants, which helped her out a lot in the end.
He was able to, but I feel like he never wanted to for himself.
I'm sober. I've been sober for 6 months now.
Sometimes I just take time to think back on it, and I think about all the things that you could have done or that you should have done to help them.
I would hug them and tell them that I'm here for them and let them know that I care. I'd help them seek therapy.
If a friend is suicidal, I would probably sit them down. Suicide is something that's serious, and and when people say stuff like, "Yeah, people don't care about me, and I should just commit suicide because no one care," people would actually care. People even if people don't talk to you, people still do care about you, and life could get better. And that right now it's okay to have the feelings you're feeling, but that it'll eventually get much better if you kind of try to think about the brighter side of things.
I honestly don't know. I mean, it kind of seems like a mood swing for them in general. It kind of goes back and forth, being moderately happy to suddenly really sad, and it's kind of an endless cycle. I really don't know.
We were just always there for them, and we just knew if it ever got to a point that we would just reach out to someone who could do more than we could. So we just always made sure that they knew that they were never alone.
I probably give them words of encouragement. I don't know exactly what I'd say, but I try to be there for them as much as possible, or I try to point them to an adult.
What is causing them to feel this way, and I would lead them to other people who can give them more help than I can.
It really depends on the person and the situation. If it was a very immediate threat, I would probably try and get assistance from someone that could help.
School counselors, parents, other friends.
Parents is always a good opportunity. You can always go call a suicide hotline, which they would always be glad to help you. And your teachers or your principal are always there, and as well as your counselor.
There's plenty of adults in this building that have helped me in the past, so I can turn to them.
I would say I have a friend of mine. They're not doing so well. I'm worried about their safety. Can you help out?
I would say, hey, this person needs help. They are struggling.
So I would just say, Mom, Dad, I'm worried about my friend because he's feeling kind of down in the dumps and he's thinking of committing suicide. Can you please help me out? And from there, they would probably, we would work together to seek help for him.
I want you to be alive. I want you to be alive.